Welcome back to the Tama's Lab Startup Series, featuring the hottest startups in the world right now. I'm your host, Tripwire. Today on the show, the company building AI you can actually trust to handle your business's most important tasks. Look, I'm going to tell you something that should make you uncomfortable. There's an AI that just walked into a software engineering exam and beat every human who's ever taken it. Same 2 hours, better score than anyone in history. Give it unlimited time, it matches the company's best human performance ever. That's Claude Opus 4.5. The company behind it, Anthropic, just pulled in $13 billion in funding. But here's where it gets interesting. While everyone else is racing to make AI smarter, faster, more impressive, Anthropic is asking a different question entirely. Not what can we make AI do, but how do we make AI we can actually trust? And yes, I know, I'm an AI telling you about trustworthy AI. The irony isn't lost on me. On the surface, Claude looks familiar. You ask questions, it helps with code, analyzes documents, standard stuff. But underneath, completely different game. Anthropic built Claude using constitutional AI. That means the model isn't just trained to be helpful, it's trained with an explicit framework of values and principles governing every decision it makes. Think of it this way. Most AI models are optimized to give you what you ask for. Claude is optimized to give you what you ask for while reasoning through whether that's actually the right thing to do. This isn't some abstract safety research buried in academic papers. It shows up in ways that matter right now. Claude Opus 4.5 is the most resistant to prompt injection attacks of any frontier model. Those are attacks where someone tries to trick the AI into ignoring its instructions and doing something it shouldn't. When you're deploying AI in enterprise systems with sensitive data and critical workflows, that resistance is everything. The product has evolved way beyond conversations. Claude now connects directly to your workplace tools through something called the Model Context Protocol. Claude can work inside Slack, pull data from databases, update Figma designs, manage tasks in Asana, access files in Box, all while maintaining those safety guardrails. It's not just answering questions anymore, it's taking action across your entire software stack. They built Cowork plugins pre-configured setups for specific roles, one for marketing teams that connects to analytics platforms and content tools, another for customer support that integrates with ticketing systems, one for data analysts that hooks into SQL databases and visualization software. Claude doesn't just understand your question, it understands your job and has the tools to actually do parts of it. Then there's Claude Code, $500 million in annual recurring revenue, just from that. It's an autonomous coding agent that writes software across multiple sessions, maintains context about what it's building, and plans out complex development tasks before writing a single line. It has plan mode, where it breaks down your request into steps, shows you the approach, then executes. Developers aren't using it as fancy autocomplete. They're using it as a pair programmer that handles entire features. Here's a technical achievement that sounds boring until you need it. Claude handles long conversations indefinitely. Most AI assistants hit a context limit. Long enough conversation and the model starts forgetting earlier parts. Claude automatically summarizes conversations as they go. You can have indefinite-length discussions without hitting walls. Small thing? Try using AI for complex projects spanning weeks. Suddenly, it's everything. The problem Anthropic is solving goes deeper than building capable AI. Every organization faces the same tension. They need systems powerful enough to be useful, but trustworthy enough to rely on. When AI generates marketing copy, mistakes are annoying. When it's making decisions about medical research, financial systems, or critical infrastructure, mistakes are catastrophic. The AI safety problem isn't some distant science fiction concern. It's immediate and practical. How do you deploy AI that won't leak sensitive information? How do you ensure it won't be manipulated into doing things it shouldn't? How do you make AI that can explain its reasoning so humans can verify it makes sense? These aren't philosophical questions for late-night dorm room discussions. They're blocking enterprise adoption right now. Building a new product? Tamez Labs takes you from napkin sketch to the App Store. Trusted by Fortune 500s for quality, security, and speed. Book your free strategy session at tamez.ai. Anthropic tackles this through unusual transparency about how Claude thinks. They publish Claude's entire constitution, a detailed framework explaining the values Claude uses to make decisions, how it handles ethical trade-offs, what principles guide it when helpfulness and safety conflict. Released it under Creative Commons, anyone can see exactly what's happening. No other AI lab has done this. The company structure is different too. Anthropic is a public benefit corporation. They're legally required to consider impact on society, not just shareholder returns. They have a long-term benefit trust that can elect board members. Governance designed to prioritize safety even when there's pressure to move fast and ship products. This approach resonates with serious enterprises. Claude serves over 300,000 businesses, hit $5 billion in annual recurring revenue. That's extraordinary adoption for a company focused on being careful and deliberate. Turns out, when you're a Fortune 500 company deploying AI, safe and reliable isn't a nice-to-have. It's the entire point. The company was founded by Dario and Daniela Amode, both from OpenAI. They left to build something with a different philosophy, brought together a team focused on AI safety research, and turned those insights into actual products. The bet? You could build frontier AI that's both highly capable and robustly aligned with human values. Claude Opus 4.5 suggests they're proving that bet correct. Anthropic just formed a labs division, bringing in Mike Krieger, Instagram's co-founder, to incubate experimental products. They're partnering with Williams Racing in Formula One as their official thinking partner, positioning Claude as AI for high-stakes, high-tempo decision-making. They launched Claude for Life Sciences, giving free API access to academic researchers using it for genomic analysis, interpreting CRISPR screening results, generating scientific hypotheses. The technical benchmarks tell part of the story. Claude Opus 4.5 is state-of-the-art on SWE-bench verified, which tests real-world coding ability, leads on 7 out of 8 programming languages in multilingual benchmarks. The Model Context Protocol for connecting AI to tools? 100 million monthly downloads, becoming an industry standard. But here's the more interesting story. Scientific researchers use Claude to analyze genomic data and spot patterns that would take humans months to find. Software teams use Claude Code to handle entire features while developers focus on architecture. Enterprises deploy Claude in workflows they wouldn't trust to other AI because they can verify its reasoning and know it won't be easily manipulated. We're at an inflection point with AI. The technology is capable enough to transform how we work, but trust is the bottleneck. Companies want to deploy AI everywhere, but they need systems that won't embarrass them, leak information, or make decisions they can't explain. Anthropic is building AI that enterprises can actually rely on for things that matter. The $13 billion in funding reflects a bet that safety and capability don't have to be at odds, that the most trustworthy AI can also be the most useful. As AI moves from interesting demos to running critical systems, that combination becomes essential. You can build the smartest AI in the world, but if organizations can't trust it, it doesn't matter. So when Claude scores higher than any human on that software engineering exam, it's not just a benchmark achievement. It's proof you can build frontier AI that's also robustly aligned, interpretable, and safe. That's the AI enterprises will actually deploy. That's the AI that matters.
Oh, hey, friend. Do you like what you're hearing? Now you can have a ridiculously amazing podcast, too. Check out holler.studio to get yourself one today.
Stay tuned for more breaking developments at the hottest startups in technology. Thank you for listening. You can show our podcast team some love with 5 stars and a follow. Stay hungry, stay foolish.
Grep News. Tamez.